All right, let's move on to subtracting integers. The key thing about subtracting integers is understanding that subtraction is the same as adding. Let me clean that up a little bit. Is the same as adding the opposite. This is a key fact, a key statement that if you hold on to this, subtracting positive and negative numbers will never confuse you. So what do I mean by adding the opposite? What do I mean by that? Well, remember we learned in the previous sections that the opposite of a number is its opposite side of the number line. So the opposite of 2 is -2. The opposite of -50 is +50. So what does that look like when we're talking about subtraction? Well, if I gave you the subtraction problem, let's take one we know. 5 minus 2. Well, we all know that's 3. But let's put it in context to our foundational statement here of subtraction is the same as adding the opposite. So what I'm saying is that this subtraction problem is the same as adding the opposite of +2 is -2. So now this becomes 5 plus -2. And we learned from the last section, 5 plus -2 is going to be +3. Now you might be saying, well, why would I do that if I just know 5 minus 2 is 3? Because there's going to come a time, and that time is now, where you'll have a situation like this. 5 minus -2. Now, if you use your traditional ideas of subtraction, this one doesn't become quite as obvious. But if we take the idea that this subtraction problem is the same as saying add the opposite of -2, then now we can clearly see that this is the same as saying 5 plus +2, which is 7. So you try it. Try this example, and then I'll meet you in the next video. Try this one, 10 minus -8, and I'll see you in the next video.